talking to her. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Where you hitting us up from?
Staten Island coming through.
Staten Island. You
Yeah, we got a couple brown people out here.
Do you know the poet Thomas Fucalaro?
I do not.
Oh, okay. He's just known some poets from Staten Island. I always ask everyone from Staten Island. But Muhammad's from Staten Island. I see him checking out here too. So
All right,
shut up and I'm going to let you rock out. Go ahead.
Cool. Can y'all hear the music in the background at all?
No, I was actually going to say, can you speak up just a little bit? But we hear no music in the background. You're good.
You hear me better?
Yes.
Cool. So this is some new shit. I just wrote this today. Let's let it rock out and see how it goes. I need you to tell me that you think I'm beautiful. Tell me that when you look into my eyes, you rise so deep in love with me that you almost lose yourself, slip into the black hole at the center of mine, pulled into her event horizon and are dissolved into such tiny pieces you become the dust from whence you came. Your every breath is my eternity. My eternity. And in the breath before fingers slip the cord, tethering you to your world and separating you from mine, you catch yourself at the border between me and you in a gentle undulation, and my Milky Way swirls spiral into your Andromeda, and we caress eternal. I need you to know that you love me as deep and as strong as I love myself. To trust that I can rest my heart in your hands when I need a break, because some days I feel my back might break from carrying the privilege mothers want sacrifice to save me from giving away my own life to the dirt. Father's dreams stall to give brother and I our daily bread and to model a whole family lest we fall into worldly temptation that promises glitz and glamour and fame and, dear God, finally a name for loved ones to remember us by, promises of legacy that crumple with just a second look. Some days I just want to crumple and cry, to give up and take the easy way out because my back hurts and my mind feels weary. But to whom much is given, much is expected. And I know that we are ancestors of future generations. And the foundations my parents built allowed us to see the forest, not just the trees, but I want my grandchildren to summit mountains. So I need to know that I can rest my heart in your hands and trust that in your care we won't forfeit the birthright our ancestors spilled their blood for, teeth cracked from chomping at the bit that demanded their silence, gnawed down to the gums, to the stump, till all that remains is the thump, the thump, the thump, the thump of blood pulsing through arteries, heart sending aid to the wounds, but the cure spills onto the floor, lying in pools around bodies whose backs finally broke from one too many tests of strength. Superhuman feats of will conveniently taken for superhumanity. So when you look at me, tell me that you know I'm beautiful. Whisper that you love me so that no one else can hear. Then cup your hands and knit your fingers together so that I know when I slip into the sheets and tell you that my back hurts, that my mind feels weary, and that my heart needs to rest from the strain of using the purpose God blessed me to mend our children, heart, mind, and body. You can rest your hands in my lap and say, close your eyes, steady your breath, and lay your heart with me. I promise to honor our birthright. I promise to honor this healing for the glory not of ourselves, but so that when we dissolve into such tiny pieces that we become the dust from whence we came, our children will summit mountains and teach their children to build their own. So rest now. Baby, I've got you.
Give it up for Elizabeth.
Oh, baby.
Wow. That was fantastic. Elizabeth,
Thank you.
I'm glad we got you on. I hope you come back, but I've got to wrap it up now. I got a message from my boss. Quickly, let the people know where they can find you.
Thanks so much for squeezing me in. You can find me on IG at Liza Ren Speaks. That's LizaRen Speaks. You can also find my website, elizabethrenee.org. I'll put it in the chat. Thanks so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you so much. That was Elizabeth. She was fantastic. Mike, go to Nuyorican.org. Shout out to the show's producer, Jason Quinones. And I think Chris Lopez was here too. So shout out to him too. Jason Quinones has the greatest hair in the world. That's how the Nuyorican Cafe survives. We survive on the beauty of dude's hair. Make sure you go look him up so you can find out who I'm talking about. Thursday's our next open mic. The list for that opens up on Wednesday night. And then after that, we're doing Monday night. Redemption is the theme. You sign up on Sunday night, 24 hours before the show. Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're doing this again. Thank you, everyone, for coming in and rocking out. I'm sorry we didn't get to more people. I do got to wrap it up. So as in the closing that I'm bringing back because we can't do music, I would like to say good night, sweet poet. Thank you for sharing what you've written. Good night, sweet poet. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Good night, sweet poet. I hope your dreams are more imaginative than your poems. Good night. Thank you for inviting us into your homes. My name is Advocate of Words, and I am the fortunate host of the Monday night online open mic presented by the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Make sure you're following us so you know that we're doing more than just open mics. Go check it out. And this one is recorded on their Facebook page. Check out the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Facebook page. We want to get them numbers up, and you're on it. So go check your poem out. Have a good night, everyone. Thank y'all for coming. Peace.